Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday from Englewood, Colorado. Welcome into my stream and my channel for all of the new subs. Melissa, good afternoon. Hey, Ellie. How is everybody? It's hot here. It's Monday, almost 1 o'clock. We have to go inside for a 1 o'clock hearing. Hello, John. Hello, everybody watching WNY. So, yeah, it's been crazy. Let me tell you what. We have about a little over 10 minutes before we have to head on in here for court. We got a little surprise action going on today. For those of you that have been following my work, thank you very much. For those of you that are new, you're going to see some of my activism. I have literally been going 24/7 because everybody's in jail, and trying to advocate for people that are in jail is incredibly difficult. Hi, Liberty Blair. Epic Roller, hey, thank you for being in here. Appreciate it. MLH, thank you. The Haglin, hey guys. So some of you are familiar with Jason. Some of you are not. Jason is a friend from the streets, 30-year-old kid that's in jail. Jason can get himself where he needs to be so he doesn't live homeless. And this is all part of my activism. I've been working with Jason for several years. His sweet aunt, who literally is his only family besides his brother, her and I work together. That's always my goal, is to immediately try to connect with families so we can better support people to get them off of the streets. Jason is a good kid and he has a lot of potential, but Jason is one of those that most people will never take the time to understand and get to know. Jason barely stood a chance when he was born, drug addicted, literally on the front porch of his home, okay? His mom just died back in December. Jason is 30 years old and the kid knows how to work. He wants to work. He wants to be in recovery. He just closed a bunch of county cases in Arapahoe County and took no deal. The only deal he took was to serve time so he would not be on probation. This is monumental because this is the first time someone that I've worked with has really taken the time to understand what that means to set themselves up for success. He pled guilty to a misdemeanor drug charge. Wow, you know, pretty violent crime. And they won $1,000 from him in fines just for the charge. That doesn't include court costs and other stuff, but we're going to get that handled. But in the middle of that, we have this little hitch. And it's at the municipal level in Englewood, which, by the way, DMA and I were out last night at a shooting. Englewood shot and killed a 22-year-old last night. It was incredibly disturbing. I did not sleep. And here I am, back in Englewood. You've seen a lot of videos in Englewood, a lot. You see a lot of bullshit. Insecurity up there through the courts. Jeremy, if you're working security today, you better stay in your lane because my patience is about like this. Okay? So, work hard to get along with me today. Because Jason was supposed to have a hearing in Englewood tomorrow, and it got moved to today. And Jason just called me an hour and a half ago to let me know this, and he's got a new public defender that apparently doesn't feel the need to tell Jason what the particulars are of this domestic violence case that's over 2 years old, where the victim potentially was the problem. I don't know, just saying. You need to fully understand what taking a deal means when you're pleading guilty to domestic violence, because that probably is going to destroy every little bit of work that I've done to get Jason in some transitional housing. So if this is truly not a case of domestic violence, don't you think Jason should be provided with his discovery. Reagan is here to get crazy women out of her face. Yeah, well, we'll see. If you're crazy, stay away from me today. So I have to go in here to the Englewood courts to watch a video hearing while Jason is in the Arapahoe County Jail, and Judge Jefferson, who will preside over this municipal case of domestic violence, who has already set it over for tomorrow, which it ended up moved to today after Jason got a new city public defender last week who showed up at the jail but really didn't explain shit to Jason. And Jason does have a very substantial learning disability with reading and writing. And luckily, I was able to immediately have a wonderful working relationship with the county public defenders, who, by the way, I cannot say enough good about that public defender's office in Arapahoe County. I saw 8 public defenders throughout this process in 2 court hearings, and I'm going to tell you what, they know their shit, and they don't let the judge railroad them. Wow, I've never seen any defense like that before in the courtroom that I've seen from the Arapahoe Public Defender's Office. Zach Tennant ultimately was Jason's public defender that worked very closely with him to make sure that Jason understood exactly what was going on, what he was pleading guilty to. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is go in here and see what it's like to get through security. I, of course, am not going to record in the courtroom. Yeah, J-Doc, thank you. Dear Heavenly Father, please help Reagan to have patience and peace today, because she's tired and she's about to lose everything she's done to get Jason to a position where we can go from jail into housing and not from jail to the streets. So this system isn't wholly concerned about people finding success or ending recidivism. They really don't give a shit because it's job security, so we know that. So the Arapahoe County Jail, you'll probably remember I did a live stream with MLH. We went out there to get some answers. It was a good interaction, but guess what? I'm not getting any answers. Nobody's calling me back. None of the things that I was told were going to happen have happened. Jason hasn't seen a psychiatric doctor upon request weeks ago that he is desperately trying to reconnect with. He's got medical issues. His face is in a full-blown rash because he's either having an allergic reaction to the wool blanket or the toiletries that are being used in that jail. Can't seem to get proper medical. So I guess I'm gonna be going out to the jail to get answers, which is clear the hell out there. It's a 45-minute drive. It's gonna be half a day. Can't do it today because I got to go out into Jefferson County and take care of some stuff. It has been nonstop. And I was out this morning because we thought the fire department and the cops were going to tow campers. Well, apparently that's going to happen tomorrow. We never know. And they like to do this stuff so they don't get caught on camera. Yes, this is an emergency broadcast. And we are rallying for Jason today, who's in the Arapahoe County Jail. I'm going to go in here and listen to this. Better not be a railroad session of his rights, because after he took his deal in Arapahoe, where he pled guilty to a misdemeanor drug charge, he was sentenced to 6 months in jail. And so they do have a trustee process where Jason can earn good time, but apparently he's being told he can't be a trustee until he closes this case in Englewood. So to me, that's bribery and coercion to get a young man to plead guilty in a hurry to something that he really doesn't know what he's pleading guilty to. That's a huge problem. And hopefully Jason is going to advocate well for himself today on the record in front of Judge Jefferson. Bouncer Slab, hello. Yeah, Liberty Blair, and I could just go on and on and on. What time is it? It's 12:50. So we got to get out of this car. Oh, Melissa, thank you very, very much. If you can donate to the nonprofit, please do so, because in the process of all of this, get this, Lakewood Police Department took a child away from a mother because she's got nowhere to go, and they put her in a motel for a night, charged her with child abuse, and then brought her kid back to her. After they took her kid from her, you guys, it is non-stop. It is crazy shit out here. I'm telling you, it is crazy shit. So I'm dealing with the mom and the 15-month-old who Lakewood Police Department dropped the ball on and literally paid for a night at a motel, and then nobody did any follow-up, but told her she was charged with child abuse for endangering her child by having her child in a homeless encampment. Yeah, well, that's a little bit of a problem, because then they sent her right back out there. Luckily, I have a relationship with the motel manager, and he gave the young lady my phone number, who called me and said, I've been sitting here for 4 hours waiting for someone from the Lakewood Police Department to call me back to give me some emergency shelter since they charged me with child abuse, took my kid, and brought him back. I'm afraid I don't know what to do. I said, I'll be right there. And this was on a Friday. This was last Friday. Okay? So I go over there. She's got nowhere to go. I've got one stash of emergency funding for emergency shelter, which ended up costing $600. No, Jason doesn't have any violent crime convictions. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So that was $600 I didn't plan on. So it still remains. I have a shit ton more money going out than I do coming in. And I'm going to have to get serious about doing fundraisers. And so for those of you that are trying to disparage me for growing my channel and trying to earn more money that goes directly into the nonprofit from this channel, this is what I have to say to you. So if you don't like my work and you don't like what I'm doing, just scroll on by. If you like it and you can support it and you know that you can trust where your money is going, please give, because your donations are fully tax deductible. You can also sign up on Amazon Smiles. There are all kinds of ways to donate. Ellie, thank you for posting the link to the wonderful link tree that Ellie's put together for me. If you want a receipt for your donation, you hit me up. I will gladly write you a receipt. Every single penny that goes into the nonprofit through this channel or any of those links is fully tax deductible, and every single dollar is turned into a minimum of $10 out here. If you want to compare a return on investment with what government does with their money, I can take your dollar and turn it into 10. So give it to me, please, because I guarantee you it's going directly to help people. I don't take a salary. I barely pay for gas out of the nonprofit money. So with the price of gas, I'm now having to share those expenses with the nonprofit. So if you talk shit about me or try to disparage my nonprofit, good luck. Prove it, because I will take you on. And I got somebody by the name of Robin Tipton. I want everybody to go to my previous video titled Who's Arrested? The comment is not loved by me, so make sure you click on the little drop down that says show all comments. And I want you to go read that comment that this Robin Tipton had the fucking nerve to put on my channel, and read my response to it as well, okay? Because you start disparaging me, harassing my fucking family, calling my husband's personal cell phone incessantly, show up in front of my face, and I guarantee you, you're gonna fucking regret every second of it. Get on my YouTube channel and talk shit about my work. Let some people have at it. So please remember to take a look at that. So it's 12:55. We gotta head in. Yes, that's the woman from the park. Thank you. Called Who's Arrested? So we're gonna head on in. I take the same shit with me in there every time. My thin wallet. They're not searching it without my consent to open and close it for them. And I'll end the recording once I'm through security, but not a second before then. So here we go. You ready? Let's go deal with this. It's hot as hell out here again. We were supposed to cool down. So much for the highs in the 80s today. It's already like 95 out here. So we are on the floor to go into the municipal courts. Robin Tipton is the name of the comment. R-O-B-I-N. And Jeremy is here in security. So he's going to need to stay in his lane. Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
Very good, you know?
I'm going to go into court here. I will stop recording as soon as I get through security. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Do you need me to open this wallet?
Yes, please.
There you go. It's the same thing as it was the other day.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. I can go ahead and end my screen, please.
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead and stop recording, please.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Right over here. We're going to look at this docket real quick because it's public information. And this is from 7/25, so this is today. Okay, so we're good. I'm in. Jeremy. What? Jeremy, just chill. Don't make an issue out of nothing that's an issue, okay? Give me a second. I will stop recording, even though I don't have to. So just shut up and let me do my thing. Stay in your fucking lane. I'm telling you right now, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. I'm telling you right now. So he's going to get on the phone and call somebody, and nothing's going to happen, per usual. But I'm going to go ahead and end this stream like I told him I would, but he just couldn't resist and keep his fucking mouth shut. So, all right, you all, fingers crossed for Jason, okay? Because that's what this is about. All right? Thank you, Haglin. I'm hot. I'll be good. I'll make it. All right, fingers crossed for Jason, y'all. I'll check back in.